Hello, we're at the shoe healer in Doncaster and we've got these lovely pair of churches in. Paul over there has done a beautiful job. He's just given me a round of rollkins for the last video. This video I'm doing it again because he said, oh, you sound right mardy and miserable. Well, I do sound mardy and miserable. It's Saturday morning, everybody's at home having fun and I'm at work. So we're going to try again a little bit.
There's only room for one miserable one in this shop and that's me.
So we're going to try again, a little bit more upbeat. Lovely pair of churches. Paul has done a gorgeous repair on them, a full rebuild on them. Absolutely. Paul. I'm saying all this. Have you done a repair on these? This is original.
No,
It's got. I noticed this straight away because.
It's not the worst repair I've seen, but it's got a solid day-night heel and it's got the old stitching left in. So I know it's definitely not ours. Like I say, it's not the worst repair I've seen, but
I've just noticed that coming away.
Do you know?
It's a solid rubber heel, there's no heel stacking.
Aye.
No heel stacking. Yeah, that's fine. That was a little
Guy's
bit.
probably wishing he sent it to us.
Wants a little bit of waxing, but I've just looked at it and saw it's an old shoe, lovely day-night sole. Obviously, Paul has done a repair, and then I turn it over there, and it's got that solid heel. And we don't like the solid heel. We like to see something. I haven't got anything at hand. This is one of Paul's jobs, and it's got the lovely leather heel stack in there, and yeah, done a really nice repair. Lovely. So that's this shoe here. Come in for repair, and it's cracking at the sides. Look at that. Look. When I say it's cracking, I don't mean it's great. I mean it's actually cracking. Can you see that there? Look, and it's just where it flexes. The other shoe has actually gone all the way through. So what can we do? Well, first thing we can do, shove some glue in there. When the glue sets, it's a rubber glue, so it's still got a little bit of flex. Hopefully the glue sticks to the lining at the back a little bit, and you get a little bit longer on there with that shoe. But what we're going to do with these is I've just got the knife in and I've just pulled the shoes tight, and I've just teased all the stitches out of the wing on this toe. This is the wing, so it's a wing toe. And then we've got some leather, the thinnest leather I could find. I'm going to take this leather onto the machine and just watch my fingers, but I'm going to just feather the edge off so that we don't have any sort of ridge that's going to show through the upper leather. And then I'm going to trim that back a little bit, and I'm going to glue the living daylights out of it. Just drown it in glue. I'll end up with glue all over my mitts and everything. I could put gloves on, but you know, I'm a man, so I'll glue it up, drown it in glue, and then stitch it back together. And that will help. That will help. It won't stop it. It will help. When you're wearing your shoes, this area is the area that the vamp, it flexes a lot. We see a lot of cracking on there. If you don't put your cream into the vamp and work your cream in so it flexes nicely, you'll see the stitching start to come undone on here, and it's where the leather flexes and it pulls on all the stitches, and eventually the stitches snap, and you get just a little bit of an area there where the stitching goes. So on these here, they've cracked, that one's split. We will put these patches in, stitch it all back up. Quite time consuming, unfortunately that makes it quite expensive, but if it keeps your shoes going, then we'll crack on. Some people will say, why don't you just replace the toe cap? And I'll say, you can't do that, and then somebody will do it online and they'll make a great job of it, but they can't do it commercially. You can't do it and make money. I don't think you could send them back to the factory and they would do it. Remember, this is not art, it's your passion, you love your shoes, it's our job, we have to make money. So, it's just not commercially doable. A few times I've said, this is not doable, and somebody does it online, and that's fine. And we have done jobs like that it makes a good video, but you can't commercially do it. You know, even this is just on the edge of, is it worth doing or not? Right. I can just hear my friend saying, do the video, don't just leave it at that, do the video. So, I'm doing the video. Just taking the raw edges off of there. Let me have a look. Oh, I thin that one down. Thin that one down like that. Thin down raw edges. Tub of glue. That's where she's going, in there. I'll move away. Oh, untidy bloody work surfaces. They've followed me around all my life, they have. Right, so we're going in there. We can see a little rip in the lining there. Can you see that? I don't know if we can see that. Zoom in enough. Glue, loads of glue. Ram that in there. Just see if we can get that in there without rolling up. There's a bit rolled up at the bottom there.
Yes, thanks, darling. Thanks, darling.
This is the last week of it, so you've dropped off.
I can't hear you.
It's the last week of it, you've dropped off.
That's
Next week it goes up.
more glue.
$3.95, 2 for 7. You've saved a quid.
Thank you, darling.
Up there, up there.
Yeah.
I always have mine done here, but I always tell everybody to put here. Stupid prices everywhere. What on earth?
How much are Timsons, Paul?
£9 for one.
I know it is. Did it just go on there? I'll have a receipt if you don't mind. Oh no, it'll be
There we go. That's where we're aiming for. I don't know if you can see that.
Thank you very much.
And there.
No problem. Coffee been called in.
Yep, I've got it.
Thank you, bye now.
Hello, thank you.
If this job looks a bit slap happy, then there's a reason for that, because it is. No point trying to make it look clever, or it's just a bit of a repair, and to make it worth doing, it's got to be quick. Some more glue. Right, leave those to set, and then we'll stitch them back up.
All the linemen should have been down today.
Lovely small stitches.
I've seen them on London when I go past. I bring past quite a few this last month.
That patch is inside here. Okay, so let's get the threads off. And just burn that. Those bits of thread off there. And then a piece of crepe and rub the excess off. Are you wanting me, or? Okay, no. And then rub all the excess glue off. And then pass that to somebody to polish it. And that's got this piece in there. And the lining feels better, and hopefully that will help that to last a good bit longer. what's your opinion with this here? So we've split the shoe, we've patched it up. That was where the split was in the wing there. Now, I've read the paperwork again, like you would read the instructions once you've done the job. And the gentleman, this has a patch underneath there, and the gentleman is happy to have that darned. So we have the dilemma of, do we send this back with the patch in there? And what we've done is we've made it stronger, or do we darn it and send it back?
It's strong enough with a patch behind.
Do you?
It looks a lot prettier than darning.
No.
You've got a fresh leather behind there, haven't you?
What, send it back as it is?
I think that cosmetically it looks better, and if it did go, we could do it after. But the thing is, I think what you've done with reinforcing it behind, I think that'll do it. And aesthetically, it looks better.
It definitely looks better, but it's just, I don't know. I like a job to be solid. Obviously, all this glue here will just brush off with the crepe. I don't know. Tough one. I'm pretty certain this is going to open up. So I've got my smallest needle in, and I'm going to darn over this patch. If this chap lived local, then we would monitor this. We would put the patch on, glue it all up, and say, off you go. Come back in a couple of weeks and let's see how it's going on, see if it needs stitching. But it's not. It's a job that's post. You know, that's where the world is nowadays. Once upon a time we'd have just been doing local repairs, but now, thankfully, Paul says, we're doing repairs from all over the world. So I'm doing my neatest stitch. I hope it's coming through on the camera. And we're creating a little bit of patina on this shoe, but I know once I've stitched it through the outer leather, through the patch that we've put in, and through the lining as well, it should be never opening up again. But it's not. It's not a nice job. It's not a nice repair. It's not a nice thing to do to a shoe. But I was just... Right, I'll polish it up and see what it's like.
Leather and all the
Right.
stitches peeled off. And I wondered, do you do anything like that, like replacement?
What we usually tell people is, have a trip round your charity shop.
Have a
So
look.
you can't buy a bag for a quid
All
that
right.
you can knit the straps on.
Yeah, and
If you
try.
knit the straps, we can sort of fix them onto your bag for you.
Oh.
Stitch them on or stud them on.
The
Or...
thing is, the bag itself has got the buckles. So really, it's just like, because I did actually buy a belt, but it was too thick. So I bought 2 leather belts thinking I could use them, but it was too
Tend to
thick to
find
go
that if it's
through the
you're not
buckles. Yeah, because I mentioned I just think I don't, you know, like shoe repairs or anything like that.
Definitely not a beautiful repair, but we'll polish it. It helps. A bit of wax in there helps to... what it is solid. If nothing else, it's solid. Let's go for that. Because there's a bit of a consolation to it's not the prettiest repair. It's a solid repair. Don't like doing repairs that aren't good or pretty. We're here at the shoe healer. Got these finished off, and we're gonna again.
Shut up! You can film it yourself.
Forgot to press the button.
You can film it
So
yourself.
I think the last one was better than this one. We were more chirpy. We're getting a bit peeved off with it now. So in there like that, these are shoe trees that you adjust to get the tension right, and then they're on a cam and they push the shoe. And I like to put these in when I'm polishing a shoe. It pulls it nice ramrod straight, and then we polish it and we get it all nice. That's got the patch inside underneath all these cracks that are waiting to come through, but with the patch on there that should be better. This one has got the hideous stitching on, but from a distance it'll be fine, and it's probably better than that split opening up and looking unsightly. So we'll give these a polish up. They're all sorted out. We didn't do the repair, by the way. Paul pointed that out. I put a little bit of wax where there was a gap there, but it's solid. They'll be fine. Okay.